Hey everybody, so today's video is just going to be about research and automating that research to increase the closing rate of your deals, right? Now, this is relevant for anyone, right? If you're a founder, even especially if your company's sales led by the founder, if you're an AE, so if you're a closer, if you're an SDR, or anybody that actually speaking to kind of prospects or potential clients, right? And you're looking to close them. Now, naturally, a part of that process is there's a research phase. Well, any good salesman or saleswoman, you need to be doing your research before your calls. Now, this research can be various things, right? Depending on the industry. You may be looking at, are they funded? That could be a part of your research. You may be looking at, has the website got case studies? There's certain things that you're going to look at depending on your company and depending on your sales process. And there's certain things that you're going to research. Now that is tedious. It takes a lot of time, especially when you're having like multiple sales calls a day. Sometimes, if you are a closer, you expect to have a full calendar of sales calls. Now, it's very hard to do research as well as wrapping up and after the call's done and writing notes and updating the CRM and everything in between. So I just wanted to make this automation to actually show you how you can potentially automate that research, that pre-call research. So you have everything that you need in front of you and that's easily digestible. So it's just all you have to do is just look at the document, read it, and you have everything you need in terms of research. Now, what this looks like is it's relatively simple, but it starts off with the prospect booking a meeting. Now, I use Calendly. So what happens with this automation? Once the prospect books a meeting on Calendly, that sends data to a webhook in Clay, and then the business data gets enriched. It gets scored. Then if they're not qualified, you could then either exclude them, so cancel the meeting, or reroute them somewhere else to a different closer or maybe to a digital product. Because at the end of the day, if you're a closer and your job is pretty much sales calls, your calendar, well, the time in your calendar is worth a lot of money. You don't want to waste your time with unqualified prospects. Now, potentially, depending on how you're actually generating leads, this will already be sorted for you in the front end. But sometimes, if you have an organic lead source or you're creating content, anyone, if you don't have form or anything like that, anyone can potentially get on your calendar. Now, this is just a great way to control that flow if any slip through the cracks. So once they've been scored and it's decided whether you should actually take the meeting or not, then the AI powered research is triggered. Yeah, nice and simple. And this is all done within like minutes, right? Very powerful stuff. So here's just some dummy data. This was done yesterday. So today is the 18th. This dummy data, I was just processing. I built this yesterday. Now, all we've done from the Calendly form, on some calendars, it allows you to fill out a form. You're going to ask for specific information. For this example, all I asked for was the name, the email, the company name, and website. Now, I do want to make something very clear. For this to work, all you need is the name and the company name. That is more than enough. And you can enrich basically everything that you need. You can get everything you need outside of Clay with just the name and company name. So you could get their email, their mobile number, the company domain, the company LinkedIn, everything in between with just the name and the company name. Now, what I've done, the first thing I've done is get the LinkedIn URL. Now, I've used Clayagent for this, and very simple. The prompt is based on the information provided, find this person's LinkedIn URL. I've even spelled LinkedIn wrong, but it's managed to find it. I've given all the data needed, and they found it. I put a max cost of 0.5, 0.005, and it shouldn't have cost me that much. Yeah, nowhere near that. And it's found it. All right, nice and easy. Now, once you've got the LinkedIn URL, sky's the limit. You can get everything that you need. But what we've done, Clay has a native enrichment process, which allows you just to enrich the company with the company's website. Now, it allows you to capture kind of multiple different data points, including employee count, industry, description, country, so many different things. But all I've asked for is just the very basics, right? Not too much, because it's not really needed for the research anyway, or for this specific use case that I built it for. Then what I've done is I've asked Clayagent again to look at their LinkedIn and basically tell me when they actually started their role, because it's something to talk about in the start of the call. So rather than just doing that small talk, oh, how's the weather? Like, you can actually talk about something with substance. Oh, I saw you started in July 1st, 2023. Or in this case, this person's retired. The example below, they started their role as the director of people operations in September 1st, 2023. Now, that's 10 times better than saying, oh, how's the weather in the USA right now? Or how's the weather in Chicago, wherever they're located. Instead, it's, oh, so you started your role in September 1st last year. How are you finding it so far? You haven't been in your role that long. It's been a year. That's 10 times better in terms of like icebreaker, because it's going to make them think, oh, this person's done their research. They know about my life. So yeah, you can put things in like that. And then what we've done, we've scraped their website. Okay. I believe for this example, I used Serpa to scrape their website. And then I used AI to summarize it very easily, summarize what this company does in a paragraph. So what this means is that when it's sent to the SDR or closer, whoever's handling that initial discovery, or maybe you do one call close, whatever it is, they have everything they need. They understand what the company does. And then I asked Calendly to do one more thing, which was look at their website and extract case studies. Now, for me, that's important, right? I'm in the lead generation / sales automation industry. And it's important for me to see some case studies. It's something that I can talk about, so, you have these amazing case studies on your website. Tell me about that. These are the kind of things I'll be asking in a discovery. And then we've asked it to format everything in a nice Google Doc. So we've created the structure. We've put their name, the company name, the LinkedIn URL, the company name summary, and the case study information. Then we have a beautiful Google Doc that looks like this. Okay, so the formatting is a bit off, but you get the gist of it, right? So if I was trying to give this, if this was developed, this was generated for every single sales call. Obviously, it could be in a lot more detail. You could introduce, sky is the, like I said, you can enrich it with any information you want. Funding data, any recent news events, any blogs that they have, some competitor information. Like, you could enrich it with however much information you want, and guaranteed that this research is thorough and everything that you need is there. And that's it, really. That's all I just wanted to cover in this video. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. If you want us to build a system like this, or you want assistance in lead generation, RevOps, clear automation, or anything in between, apply to work with us below and jump on a call with me. As always, like and subscribe. Love you lots. Bye-bye.